Hey, Shalom Akim. Call halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors once again to the apostles of Great Millstone. All right, telling you this truth. All right, this is Naaman with the DC camp. And in this video, for you Jakes that just don't quite get it yet, you so-called all-inclusive Jakes that just want Esau to be your friend, you continue to think that this devil is going to come around somehow after half a millennia. All right. Wow. Aren't you in for a trick and a treat? This is 3 North Carolina cops fired after racist remarks accidentally captured on video. Notice it said accidentally, and I'm going to explain why it was an accident. This is from the Box, Houston. All right. And it says, with the anti-police brutality demonstration slowing down and bills to hold police officers accountable stalling in the U.S. Senate, of course it's stalling. Things like this, when you want to, when we, from the civil rights era on up, actually before then, Slovakia, when they tried to get anti-lynching legislation passed from I think it was the 30s and 40s, all right, nothing ever happened. It was just, oh well, it's them niggers, all right. That's why we got to get up out of here. But too many of our people, they don't want to listen. They want to stay in this hellhole. All right, it says police officers across the board are still showing their true colors as they resist any kind of police reform, and many have been busted for their racist outbursts. The latest such incident comes from North Carolina, where the Charlotte Observer is reporting 3 boys in blue have been fired after video of them ranting about the necessity of a new civil war to wipe black people off the map. And I'm going to explain a little later why this is so disturbing. All right, continuing on. It says on Tuesday, June 23rd, the Wilmington Police Department relieved Corporal Jesse Moore and officers Kevin Piner and Brian Gilmore of their badge and gun for violating standards of conduct, criticism, and use of inappropriate jokes and slurs. We're sure they weren't joking, but okay. And it goes on to say, when I first learned of these conversations, I was shocked, saddened, and disgusted, Williams said in a news conference. There is no place for this behavior in our agency or our city, and it will not be tolerated. And that just becomes, part of the company line, of course. It says a startling recording came after a sergeant, and this is the accident part of it, after a sergeant was conducting a monthly inspection in which video audits are a common practice. After reviewing footage from Piner's car that had been labeled accidental activation, the sergeant stumbled upon some damning footage which showcased the officer's extremely racist views and animosity towards so-called black American citizens. He says at the 46-minute mark of the video, Piner and Gilmore began talking from their respective cars, at which time Piner criticized the department, saying its only concern was kneeling down with the black folks. About 30 minutes later, Piner received a phone call from Moore. According to the investigation, a sergeant in which Moore referred to a black female as a Negro. He also referred to the woman by using a racial slur. He repeated the use of the slur in describing a black magistrate, and Moore used a gay slur to describe the magistrate as well. Later, according to the investigation, Piner told Moore that he feels a civil war is coming and that he is ready. Piner said he was going to buy a new assault rifle, and soon we are just going to go out and start slaughtering them. Expletive. Blacks. I can't wait. God, I can't wait. Moore responded that he wouldn't do that. These are the kind of men who are making a living off your tax dollars. And then they wonder why people want to defund the police. The officers in question did deny that it was their voices on the footage, but denied being racist and blamed the comments on the stress of the George Floyd protests. Sure, guy. Sure. That's it. You're just overstressed. All right? Or could it be that you can't operate the way you used to because more light is being shed on what all of you are really about? All right? A lot of you are quitting because it's not like how it used to be. You can't just roughshod over people without, hey, because these devices, which I'm recording on now, smartphones, all right, take pictures of everything. And we had complained decade after decade after decade. This is what was happening to us. Nobody listened, nobody wanted to hear. It's just those people. All right. It says, because of the discovery, their superiors are combing through their work history to see if any criminal conduct or bias towards criminal defendants are discovered. All right. And this is the thing, why we as a people have been and still are so vulnerable. We don't have a consulate or an embassy to run to. Nobody wants us. We're that nation not desired, all right? Totally stripped of really any sense of identity, all right? But it's just now coming to light, and this is because the Most High has, removed that, given us that eye salve, so to speak, and through the Spirit, we know who we are now. And this is just going to be a few, all right? These are hard and troubling times, all right? You're really going to find out who these so-called white people, the Edomites that the Bible describes them as, who they really are, all right? Again, we have no one to run to. And this is, all right, part of our punishment. We're still under the curses. We're not out of here yet. But the good thing is these curses, and let me put this out here because I'm sure all of you heard of George Soros. This is a thing now where this is being done on purpose because we already know Esau, the Edomites, they can't stand when Jake gets in his shine. All right. So what it appears Soros and his cohorts are doing, they're super saturating the airways with this Black Lives Matter thing, all right? To the point where it's already evident that these Edomites can't stand, like I just said, that Jake gets in his shine to the positive side, all right? So in the light of all this coming out as to what they've been doing to us and still do to us, all right, people all over the world are like, man, this is bullshit, all right? They can't stand it because it's like, what, putting them in a bad light. So now they're trying to hurry up, this thing with the vaccines. And we all know, just in case that you don't know, if you look up Georgia Guidestones, it will tell you what they're trying to do, trying to rush this vaccine through. And who all knows what's in it? We know that it's not any good for us. All right, so let me get some scriptures here because a lot of you, I'm talking about, of course, Israelites, you pretend like you want that smoke. You got a rusty old 38, and we've always told you this is spiritual warfare, all right? You're not going to win that way because Esau's blessing, the so-called white man, the nation of Edom, their blessing is a sword. All right, this is Isaiah. So you say you want that smoke, huh? This is Isaiah chapter 59, verse 19. This is, so shall they fear the name of the Most High Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood. The Spirit of the Most High Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. You heard him, one of the officers comment that, he went and bought him a new assault rifle. See, these Edomites from an early age have been trained, all right? And, as soon as they're little kids, going out and shooting with their father or whatever have you. What is Jake doing? out here running around, killing each other over nothing really. And you're going to find out here very shortly with the money situation, all that killing of your own and having your own people strung out. What you going to do when everything goes digital? Didn't think about that, huh? A lot of you still are unaware what the hell's going on. A hell of a lot of you are still unaware. All right? But that's your fault. We've been out here on the highways and byways, but hey, you laughed at us, you fanned your hand, calls us all kind of names. All right? This is, let's see, Luke. All right? But the only good, let's see, this is the one I want now. And this is going into the faith aspect of it. The only good thing is when they get ready to roll on the elect, this is Isaiah chapter 11, verse 10. And in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for an ensign of the people. To it shall the Gentiles seek, and his rest shall be glorious. All right. All right, now we go to, because this is really going to require faith. And of course, by and large, this is something that has to be bestowed upon you from the Most High. All right, it's not like you can go down and purchase some more faith. This is Luke 6:48. It says, he is like a man which built an house, all right, and dig deep and laid the foundation on a rock. And when the flood arose, the stream beat vehemently upon that house and could not shake it, for it was founded upon a rock. Who is that rock? That's Yahweh Shai. All right. This faith, all right, got to have it. It says in Hebrews 11 chapter verse 6, it says, it's impossible to please him without faith. 1 through 5, it goes into telling you what faith is. All right, this is Zechariah 4, and let's see. Then he answered. Remember what I said about this is not carnal. We're not going to win this being carnal. It says, then he answered and spake unto me, saying, this is the word of the Most High Yahweh unto Zerubbabel, saying, not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, saith the Most High Yahweh, the Lord of hosts. All right. This is, let's see, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Let's go to 8. Because now we're in this time. All right. If you can't figure out who is the wicked, all right, this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Most High Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. That's what's been going on, all right, out here on the highways and byways. Trust me, they're watching. They've been watching, all right. And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. All right, what does Hosea 6 and 5 say? Let's get that, because we'll answer that. This is Hosea chapter 6, verse 5. It says, therefore have I hewed them by the prophets. I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth. They can't stand it. All right? They can't stand it. So look very soon. Remember the famine of the word. All right? Look for it. Amos 8 and 11. This is Revelation 12. All right? So who are we talking about? We read from the beginning, and you'll understand about the woman and the child and all that. It's talking about the nation of Israel. And who is this that's warring with the nation of Israel? All right? It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, we're talking about the physical counterpart on the earth of the spiritual demon, Satan, is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. He knoweth that he hath but a short time. That's why this devil, oh, you think it's bad? You ain't seen nothing yet. All right, so I'm gonna stop it right there. Wow. Let's get a couple of comments. Now, just think in North Carolina, how many so-called white people or police officers that feel that way, that they want a rifle, get a rifle and go out and slaughter every black. And they see, and then the war will come. The war is coming to this country, and it's because of all the hatred. All right? True. Here goes the true seed. It says, don't worry about that, because you won't get that opportunity. Ezekiel 35:5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity and the time of their iniquity had an end. They never wanted to let us go. Therefore, as I live, saith the Most High Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. Mount Seir is anywhere that these Edomites, so-called white people, rule and reside. All right. So I'm going to stop it there for time's sake. I went way over. I do apologize. So here it is, the article once again. It says 3 North Carolina cops fired after racist remarks accidentally captured on video. Accidentally. This is the Most High's doing all of this. Turning it up. All right. So, once again, I hope whoever views this is edified. Hopefully it will cause some of you to, snap to and pay attention. Like I said, time is short. Get your mind right. All right? So with that, call Halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakar Kodash. Once again, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. All right? Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and byways, pushing this truth with all sincerity and honesty. All right, and trying to wake up the remaining hopefully elect. So with that, shalom, shalom.